My name is Chidinma, but everyone calls me Chi. I was 16 years old when I fell in love for the first time. It happened in the most unexpected way, at the most unexpected time, with the most unexpected person. I didn't plan it, I didn't want it, but it happened anyway, and it changed my life forever. This is a story about love, about courage, about choosing your own happiness, even when the person who raised you has already chosen for you. I was in SS3, my final year of secondary school, the most important year of my life, or so I'd been told since I was old enough to hold a pencil. My father was a strict man, a pastor. He believed in rules, discipline, and children who were seen and not heard. He had a plan for me, and he never once asked if I wanted it. Straight A's in WAEC, a medicine degree, a career as a doctor, and a good Christian husband, one he would choose. I never questioned it. I studied hard. I obeyed. I stayed out of trouble. Then a new boy came to our school, Tunde. Tall, funny, with a kind smile, and genuinely, spectacularly terrible at mathematics. I noticed him first during a class on quadratic equations. The teacher asked him a question. He stood up, thought about it for a long moment, and gave the most ridiculous answer I'd ever heard. Everyone laughed, even the teacher. But Tunde didn't flinch. He laughed too, scratched his head, and said, "Ah, madam, I tried small, but this one is not my subject. I am a literature person. Shakespeare is my friend. Numbers are my enemy." Everyone laughed again. I didn't, because I noticed something. He wasn't ashamed. He was completely comfortable being wrong in front of 30 people. I had never met anyone like that in my life. Who is this boy? I thought. Why is he so different? 2 weeks later, I was alone in the library, studying for a chemistry test, when I heard footsteps behind me. Tunde walked straight to my table, dropped a folded piece of paper in front of me, and left without a word. The letter was in careful cursive. "Dear Chidinma, I know you don't know me well, but I've noticed you. You're always studying, always serious. You never laugh. I think you have a beautiful smile, though. I'd love to see it one day. Please don't be angry with me for writing this. From Tunde." I read it 3 times. My heart was doing something it had never done before. Then I remembered my father, his rules, his plan. This is a distraction, I told myself, folding the letter into my bag. I cannot get involved. But another letter came the next day, and the next. One had a poem in it, genuinely bad, he admitted so himself, about my eyes being like the morning sun. I started smiling every time I saw paper on my desk before I even unfolded it. I didn't know what was happening to me, but I knew I was falling in love. He found me alone after school, waiting for my bus, and asked for 5 minutes. We sat under the mango tree at the back of the school compound. "Chi," he said, hands visibly shaking, "I like you. I know you're serious. I know your father is a pastor. I know you probably think I'm a distraction. I'm not. I want to get to know you. Maybe be something more one day." I told him the truth, that I liked him too, that my father would never allow it, that I was scared to go against the only plan I'd ever known. "You can't live your whole life making other people happy," he said. "We're young, we have time, but I don't want to spend my life wondering what if." I cried, not from sadness, but from fear. He didn't try to fix it. He just sat with me, quiet, until I was ready to look up again. "I'll wait," he said. "I'll be patient. Just give me a chance." I smiled, a real one, the first in longer than I could remember. "There it is," he said. I knew it was in there. We became secret friends, meeting under the mango tree, trading dreams and fears the way other people traded lunch money. I told him about my father's rules. He told me about his, a teacher mother, businessman father, not rich but happy, people who believed in following your heart over your resume. "What do you want, Chi?" he asked once. Not your father. You. I want to be a doctor, I said. That part is true. But I also want to fall in love with someone I choose. Someone who makes me laugh. Someone like... Like who? Like you, I whispered. He took my hand. It was warm and it felt like the first honest thing in my life for years. I'll work hard, he said. I'll become someone your father can respect. Give me time. I believed him. For once, I believed in something that wasn't my father's plan. Secrets don't stay secret. My father came home early one day and went into my room. He found the letters under my pillow. Every single one. When I got home, they were spread across the living room table like evidence at a trial. His face was stone. What is this, Chidinma? Daddy, I can explain. Explain what? That you've been disobeying me, sneaking around behind my back? He's a good boy, Daddy. He's serious about me. Please, just meet him. Enough. You are 16, a child. You don't know what love is. This boy is a distraction trying to ruin your future. You will stop seeing him. Do you understand me? I wanted to fight. I didn't have it in me. I nodded. He tore every letter into pieces in front of me and dropped them in the bin. I felt something in my chest tear the same way. I avoided Tunde for a week. Didn't go to the mango tree. Didn't meet his eyes in the hallway. When he finally cornered me at break, I told him everything. The letters, the shouting, the ban. He went quiet for a long moment, and when he spoke, his voice had an edge I hadn't heard before. So that's it. One word from your father and I don't exist anymore? It stung, because it wasn't entirely unfair. I hadn't defended him. I hadn't defended us. That's not fair, I said. You don't know what he's like. Maybe not, but I know what you're like when you are scared. You disappear. You did it to me this week without even saying goodbye. He was right, and I hated that he was right. For a moment, neither of us said anything, and I genuinely thought that was the end of it. That fear had cost me the one thing that had felt real. Then he exhaled, and some of the anger left his shoulders. I'm sorry, he said. That wasn't fair either. You're scared of your father. I'm scared of losing you. Neither of those is your fault alone. So what do? We don't sneak anymore. No more secrets, no more letters he can tear up. We wait, we work, and we earn the right to be taken seriously. Both of us, including me not disappearing into anger the next time things get hard. It wasn't a fairy tale promise. It was two teenagers agreeing to actually try. We stopped meeting in secret and started competing with our own excuses instead. Tunde got a mathematics tutor and studied past midnight. I helped him with English. He helped me push through chemistry when I wanted to quit. 9 months of that. 9 months of him not writing a single letter because he decided actions had to come before words this time. WAEC came. We both passed. Tunde well enough for law at UNLAG, me well enough for medicine at the same school. I still hadn't told my father any of it was still going on. The night my results came, my father called me into his study, prouder than I'd seen him in years. I told him the truth, about Tunde, about the letters, about the 9 months of silence that weren't really silence at all. I braced for the shouting. It didn't come. Instead, he sat back, quiet for a long time, and said, I was young once too. I went against my own father for your mother. I was so sure everyone would tell me I was wrong. They didn't matter in the end. She's been the greatest blessing of my life. I hadn't heard that story before, not once. He wanted to protect me from making a mistake, he said. I forgot you're also allowed to make your own choices, good or bad. If this boy is who you say he is, I want to see it for myself, not just hear it from you. Bring him for dinner. Tunde came in his best clothes, hands shaking again, and knelt properly to greet my father. You're the boy who wrote all those letters, my father said, studying him. Yes, sir. I should have come to you honestly instead. I was afraid of you. I'm still a little afraid of you, sir, if I'm honest. My father almost smiled at that. I don't have a title. What I have is 9 months of proving to myself I could keep a promise, and I intend to keep making that true for the rest of my life if she'll let me. My father was quiet for a long moment. Then he stood, crossed the room, and put a hand on Tunde's shoulder. Any man honest enough to admit he is afraid of me is honest enough to be trusted with my daughter. Tunde is studying law now. I'm in medicine. University is busy enough that we don't see each other as much as we'd like, but we call every night without fail. My father calls him son now. My mother says she knew from the moment she saw him. We're not married, we're still building, but we're not hiding anymore, and that's worth more than I can explain. Sometimes, love finds you exactly when you're not looking for it. In a letter, a smile, a conversation under a mango tree. And sometimes, staying in love takes more courage than falling into it ever did.
If this story moved you, if you've ever loved someone your parents didn't approve of, drop a comment below. And if you're new here, subscribe. We tell stories the way they're meant to be told.